Hello, everybody. Um, okay, welcome to my live. I am kind of getting acclimated here to the camera. Let's see here. I know that Facebook's kind of changed the whole platform here, so I can't always see who's on anymore. So make sure you're dropping a comment. If you're joining live, just put on there, hey, I'm watching live. Tell me hi. And of course, if you watch it later, I'm going to have like a special code word that I'm going to drop somewhere in the middle of this video. So usually you know what I want you to put in the comments if you watch the video later. It's usually hashtag replay, but it's not this time. So I want to make sure that people are actually watching the video and not just putting in hashtag replay. So this is for the last giveaway, right? For the 4th week giveaway. So know that we'll be having those eyeshadow giveaways this weekend sometime. So this is like the last week. So we want to rack up those participation points. And so several of you have been playing Scrabble, and you guys are coming up with some amazing words with just a few letter tiles. So keep writing more words for Scrabble. Try to come up with different ones. I'm not really keeping track of all the repeats, but we don't want a bunch of repeats. So try to come up with an original word that somebody else hasn't already thought of. And so you get a point for each word that you come up with on the engagement post. And then you get a point if you watch the video. So if you watch it live, make sure you put so in the comments. And if you're not watching it live and you're going to watch it later, I'm going to put the secret word for you to write in the comments somewhere in the middle of this video. So you got to watch it to find out what the secret word is. And then you just write the secret word, and I know you watched it. So I don't know. Thought I'd change things up a little bit. So, okay. So what are we doing tonight? We are going to kind of do what I'm calling a summer glam look, but I'm going to be honest, I've been playing around with some different looks for kind of a glamorous night. So as you can see, I have on my glam jewelry. So I have these fun little earrings in and a pretty little necklace. And I have a pretty bracelet too, but I didn't put it on. But one of the great things about Saint is every month or every year, they host what's called an artist reunion. And it's a big conference in San Diego this year. And artists can go, and they host one of the nights is a really evening glam night that I am so excited about. Like I feel like I'm getting ready for prom again for the first time. And I mean, because back in my day, prom was not a big deal like it is now, even for high school girls. Like we had like homemade dresses from our moms, and no special hair or makeup. I didn't even know how to do makeup. So anyway, so I've been kind of playing around with some different looks of what am I going to do to kind of glam myself up, because we've got like a conference all day. So we'll be in like learning new techniques and learning about new products that they're going to be launching. It's going to be just 2 or 3 full days of learning, but then in the evening, networking, socializing, partying, all those things. So one night is this evening gown night. And so the theme is like we're supposed to wear either white or silver. So I got a white dress that I found on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace, for like $50, you guys. Brand new, never been worn, tags still on it. Like retail was $250, and this person like didn't wear it for prom or whatever event they bought it for. And so I got it for $50. So I'm super excited about that. I do have to have it altered, but that's just the story of my life. So I thought, well, I'm going to put on my jewelry tonight and try out one of the looks that I'm thinking about doing. So we'll see how it looks. I want to get your opinion. And I want to kind of see what happens if I have makeup on, because if I'm in this conference and I'm going to some of the classes during the day, I'm going to probably have some Saint makeup on. And how do I take the daily look and glam it up for night without completely wiping everything off and starting all over? Because I just don't think we're going to have a lot of transition time. So I'm going to do that tonight where I just already have my makeup on. I intentionally didn't put any eye makeup on. I did put on a tiny bit of mascara today, but I didn't put any eyeshadow on. But I did do my hack. I put a little bit of Bella bronzer on, just to kind of give my face that summer glow. But now we want to kind of amp it up a little bit for evening. And I'll probably play with some different looks throughout the month of August and get your opinions about like which one should I go with. So I'll show you my dress sometime, but for now, you just get to see the blingy jewelry. And let's be honest, I just needed something to help me feel a little extra tonight because it's been a rough week. I was supposed to go live last week and I had some tooth issues and guys, again, I getting old is just not fun and it's hard, and some of our like we age and not all of our parts are aging well, and like teeth is one of them. And so I had this procedure done. I'm still a little swollen over here. It just, I don't know, it's just hard. And so I've been kind of depressed this week, and actually going live tonight was something that really kind of brought me out of it, thinking like, oh my gosh, I get to talk to you ladies again. I get to put on makeup and feel pretty again. And I thought, you know what, Jody, you need a little something extra. You got to look extra tonight. You got to feel extra pretty tonight. So put on my jewelry. So thanks for indulging me. And we're going to go ahead and get started on our look. And hey, Cassie, I'm so glad you're joining me. Okay, so what we're going to do is, like I said, I have kind of a white, it's really kind of more of an ivory dress. But really, when we start thinking about like really like evening glam, like if you were getting ready for a wedding or an anniversary or a honeymoon or an engagement party, something where you're like, you really want to look beautiful, but you don't want to look bold. So that's kind of the look I'm going for tonight, is a really neutral palette, but that will add some glam and some sparkle in there. So I have a whole bunch of neutrals picked out. I may use them all, I may not. I'm not 100% sure. I've got some different options of some browns. I've got some different options of some shimmer and some glitter. So we're just going to kind of see how far I want to take it. But I'm using some of our old colors, so our current stock. But I'm also incorporating a couple of those new colors that were released last week. So if you didn't have a chance to grab those, I think the palettes, the actual collections are all sold out. But they are still available for individual tins, so you can still get the individual eyeshadows. And there are two neutrals in those new colors that are really, really pretty. So we're just going to kind of play around with some different looks here that I'll create tonight. But so like I said, I just kind of already have my makeup on. I put on a little bit of Bella bronzer. I did put on a little bit of my main highlight, which I've shaded all the way up to Goddess, you guys. I mean, but it matches my chest better than anything else. So it's really dark. And I did put a little bit of lip and cheek on and a little bit of brightening highlight on. So I chose Ruby as my lip and cheek, because I figured it was going to go really well for what I want to do to kind of amp up my lip and cheek for tonight. So kind of, if you're going to go from a daytime to a nighttime glam, just kind of think ahead and think like, okay, for my daytime look, I want it to transition to evening. So I want to kind of probably keep it in the same color family as what I plan to do for the evening look. So kind of have a plan in place before you do this, so then you don't have to start all over. All right, so jumping in, I'm going to do I'm going to do my eyes first, and then I'm going to touch up the face last because I know there'll be some fallout with the eyeshadows that I'm going to have to correct. So I'm going to start off with the cream eyeshadow Tangled. I used this last week, I think it was, and I really like using it as a base. I've typically used my brightening highlight, and that works obviously really, really well. But now that I have Tangled, which is a cream eyeshadow, I'm really liking it because it just adds a really soft shimmer also, whereas the highlight colors don't. So I could have worn this like all day today, just kind of for my everyday look. But like I said, I actually didn't put anything on my eyes today. So we're starting with the naked eye, except for a little bit of mascara. So I'm just priming my lid with that Tangled. And honestly, it's really just, it's so pretty. And you guys, it doesn't crease. I'm amazed. And I have pretty oily eyelids. But if you caked it on really thick, it probably would crease. So again, less is more. Start off with the lightest amount you can get away with. That's always the best policy. So, okay, so I have that kind of as my primed lid. And then I'm going to go in with some Sabrina, which is one of our existing colors. And it's just this really soft, pretty, kind of creamy color, but it has just a touch of shimmer to it. So I usually kind of use either Sabrina or Cupcake as kind of my wash over my lid, so an overall color. And I'm choosing Sabrina because, again, we're kind of wanting to go for a little bit more of a glamorous nighttime look. So the more sparkle, the better. And again, remember, I need a reason to feel a little extra tonight because I've been down in the dumps or down in the tooth all week. And so I just need to look pretty. And that's the best thing about this job is I can do that. If I'm down in the dumps, I can just go play with makeup and I instantly get a mood lift. It's just, even if I'm not doing a live, if I'm just here by myself and experimenting, and I've done that before, I just get this instant pick-me-up and it's just awesome. So it's just great. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Chai, which is one of the new colors, and it's this one right here. And it used to be called Chestnut. It was number, I don't remember what number it was, but the new name now is Chai. So if you want to buy it on the website, that's what you would look for. And it's just this really, really soft, tannish brown color. One of the existing colors that would be similar would be Pup or Basic. So this is Basic. I like it too. We're going to try going with Thai tonight since we are kind of highlighting those new colors. So what I'm going to do with that is I'm just going to kind of put that in my crease and above my crease to just start to add in some dimension to my eyes. And I'm just going to rub that kind of like a windshield wiper motion. And the thing about your eyeshadow, again, is blending is the key, and really placement and how you hold your brush is the key. I really can't stress that enough. So I will get ladies that will tell me I can't get the look that you get. And oftentimes I'll ask them, like, how much product are you using and how are you holding your brush? And so many times they'll tell me, or they'll even show me because I'll do some tutorials, and they're holding their brush like this. If you hold your brush like this, you're going to get a lot more color, and it's not going to really blend when you get more than one color on your lid very well because it's too concentrated. So it's just going to kind of blur all those colors together. The lighter touch is getting your hand down there on the bottom of your brush, is really the key to getting that light, feathery, smooth application and not have it look blotchy and get too much on. Now, if you want a lot of product and you want it really concentrated, definitely move further up on the brush. But for this step where you're just kind of putting in that transition color, you really just kind of want a light touch. Now this Chai and Sabrina together is just really pretty. And when I go to conference or reunion, what I will probably do on the night of the Glam, on the day of the Glam, is I'll probably start off with that Tangled. I'll probably put some Sabrina on, and I'll probably put Chai on, or maybe another brown, another really soft brown, and that'll probably be my daytime look. And just leave it like this, and then glam it up before I go to the evening gala. So, okay. So we're going to deepen, we're going to continue to kind of deepen the crease and the outer corner so that we get a little bit more of a smoky effect to our eye. So I'm going to go a little bit deeper, and I could use some existing colors, like oak is a pretty one to use for this. I'm only saying some of these, so in case you don't have any of these new colors and they're either out of stock or you don't feel like buying them right now, I want you to know what you could use. So one of the new colors, though, I think that will be a good replacement for oak would be, it was Sleigh Ride, now it's called, oh shoot, what's it called? It'll come to me. I don't remember what it's called now. Do you remember what Sleigh Ride is? Cassie, I think you're watching. Do you remember? Oh, I think it's called Cafe. Cafe. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Okay. Thank you, Cassie. You're beautiful too. Okay, so we're going to use Cafe, and it's this brown color right here. It's so pretty. It's almost like, it reminds me like of milk chocolate, like hot cocoa milk chocolate kind of stuff. It's just a really pretty color. And I'm going to kind of just put that the same place I put the Chai, only maybe not quite up as far. So I'm going to put it a little bit lower in the crease and on the lid to just kind of continue to deepen that outer corner and the crease. So, yeah. So I told you guys, like, it's been a really rough week, and but again, if I take this back to what has this artist program done for me, you know, this is one of those times where it actually gave me something to look forward to. I could have bowed out of the live. I did last night, but that's honestly because I really was still sore, having just had the procedure. But knowing that I had this to do tonight, it was just an instant pick me up. And I knew I could talk to y'all. I knew you'd be positive and encouraging, because that's just what our community is. I mean, when women are talking to each other about makeup, we just naturally build each other up instead of tearing each other down. So that's the biggest thing I love about this community, is how it makes me feel, and hopefully how it makes other people feel as well. Okay, so Now what we're going to do, you can see here, it's deepened, it's darker, it's a little bit darker. We're going to darken even more that outer V and kind of under my eyes now, with a color that I don't play around with much, and I'm not sure I've ever done it on a tutorial, so it's kind of like one of the brand new colors, but it's not. It's been in our existing stock for a long time, but it's called Rigoletto or Rigoletta. You guys, I've had this for a while and I just haven't played around with it, and it is so pretty. It's a brown, but it's almost got these flecks of gold inside of it, and it's a shimmer, and it's so pretty. So we're going to use that to kind of darken in that outer corner of my eye, and kind of under my eye. So I'm super excited to show this color to you because I've been playing around with it, and it really is so pretty. So I'm going to use the smudge brush for this one. And I'm going to use this kind of flatter end of the smudge brush, not the round end. Now this flat end, it just fits in my crease really, really well. So it's been working really nicely to apply that outer 7 or outer V on my eyes. So I'm going to take that Rigoletto and I'm just going to tap it in, okay, into my smudge brush. And then what we're going to do is I'm just going to line it up with my crease and just kind of smudge it in there in kind of this 7 pattern. What I really love about this color is it kind of gives you that smoky effect, because it kind of looks like the color of smoke. A really pretty color of smoke, I might add. And I like to just tap it in and notice that with the other motion, I was doing kind of that swish and windshield motion, which really helped to blend in those lighter browns. But with this one, I want it more concentrated. And so I am holding it further down on the brush and I'm tapping it in so that the placement stays right there and doesn't go all over my lid. Do you see how, though, that added more dimension to this eye over this one? Oh my goodness, it is so pretty. And then I'm going to run a little bit of it under my eye using that same end of that smudge brush. And I did get it a little bit too low here, but I'm going to clean that up. That's why I chose to touch up my face last, because I knew I'd get some messiness. Okay, we're going to go in on the other side, and I'm just again placing it right there, tapping it in, and kind of creating that 7 or that V. So it's kind of a backwards 7 or a V shape here in the outer corner of your eye. And by just tapping it in, you're able to get a really good concentration of color and precise placement. And the smudge brush is perfect for that. Now, if you don't have the smudge brush, you could still create this look with the eyeshadow brush. You just use that small end and you would tap into your eyeshadow with that end of the brush. And again, you would just tap it in. It's just smaller than the smudge brush, so it may take a little more application to get it as far and as deep as you want it, but it would still work. So you can certainly get the smudge brush, or you can just use the eyeshadow brush for this look if you don't want to buy another brush. So, okay. For some reason, it feels like the camera keeps freezing. So I don't know if it is on your end or not, but I feel like my eyes might not be exactly even. So I'm going to go back in, put a little bit more there. Now, if you wanted this to be even darker, you could apply this with like some Stay Spray on your brush, and that would make it even darker, but I'm not going to do that tonight. Okay, I'm just kind of deciding which colors I like. But I really think I like this look, and it'll be a really nice look for more of a neutral look, since my dress is kind of an ivory color. But I will probably play around with some actual bolder looks too, just in case I want to go bold. And get your opinion and decide what should my look be for my reunion, artist reunion. Okay, so this is pretty, but what we need now is some sparkle. We need some sparkle. So many options. So you guys, if you want to add sparkle, here are the things I would recommend. I have gold. Well, it was called gold from the new eyeshadow collection. It is so pretty. So is it's now called Riviera. So pretty. And then there's one called Aries that used to be frankincense, but now it's Aries, and it's a really pretty one too. So I have some gold, and I'm going to start off with some gold. Well, it's called Riviera now. I don't. Just bear with me as I try to get used to these new names. So Riviera, I'm going to start off with it. And then we are going to add in some glitter. So I don't get my glitters out very often, but like I said, I need some extra tonight. I need to feel extra tonight. So I thought, I'm going to pull out the glitter. So let's just play, right? That's what we're here for. I told you summer glam. We're going to do summer glam. And you can't do glam without glitters. So we're going to start off with that Riviera color, though, which is not a glitter. It's a shimmer. So you could really use any shimmer. But I really liked this one because it kind of matched my neutral palette. So we're going to start off with it. And with the shimmers, I like to give my eyes something to kind of stick to. So we're going to, or those shimmers to stick to. So we're going to use a little bit of that. I think I'm just going to use a little bit of that Tangled again. I'm trying to find my multitasker brush. Amazing brush. So I'm going to just use that cream Tangled again. And I'm just going to tap that here. And it's going to be kind of that where I don't have the Rigoletto yet. So kind of the inner third, I guess. And I'm not rubbing or wiping. I'm just tapping it in. Getting here in the corner. Okay, where are we going with this? We're going to use a little bit of that Riviera. So that's this color. I'm going to use the flat end of this multitasker brush, and I'm going to press it in there. And I'm going to press it on my eyelid. And I'm going to go in the inner third. I'm going to leave the center of my lid without any color right now. That's where I'm going to pop the glitter. So we're going to have like this subtle gold shimmer, and then we're going to have a pop of glitter. I don't know what it's going to look like. Seriously, this is the first time I've tried this look, so we're just going to try it. So I'm just going to tap in This is what's so fun about this gig, you guys, is I get to just play with all these colors and all these looks. And if it works, great. And if it doesn't, hey, we all learned. We all learned what didn't work. It's kind of like, Bob Ross, happy little mistakes. And we can always fix them, and we can always do something different if we think it is a mistake. And as an educator, I was a firm believer in letting kids know that we can learn from our mistakes, that it's okay. So I feel like, hey, I'm just learning from mistakes if I make them. But I don't think this is a mistake. Oh, goodness, you guys. Ah, I love that. Love, love, love it. Riviera, if you don't have that yet, this gold is amazing. It's just such a pretty shimmer. Grab it if you don't have it yet. Okay, so I just tapped that on there, and I probably want to get a little bit more stickiness right there in the center of my eye, because I think I covered up some of it. Now, when I actually do this for the night of the gala, I might get some glitter glue, just to make sure it holds all night, because nobody wants glitter all over. But for tonight, I'm not using the glue. Okay, so I'm going to go back into my multitasker brush, and I'm just going to tap into the gold glitter. And you guys, this is glitter. So it's going to go everywhere. If you rub and go too hard, you just tap it in. And then you're going to just tap it onto your lid. And I'm just kind of going there in the center. Oh, you guys. You guys, I'm loving it. This gold glitter is called Graceland, and it is amazing. So it will be found in the actual glitter section of the eyeshadow page on the website. So there's a shimmer, a matte, a glitter, and a cream. Like there's 4 sections. And I use some from all, which is kind of cool. I use shadows from all 4 of those categories, and some of the new and some of the old. Because you want to incorporate your colors, like you don't want to just get tied to one look. So when we sold those new colors in the collection, we didn't mean that you had to just use those colors together. Like they're a collection, but they could be mixed and matched into your others. But oh, you guys, look at this. I'm loving this look. What do y'all think? I got to stop and see if there's anybody commenting. Do you guys love this or not? Oh, Cassie, yes. I hope you're still there. I don't know if anyone else is there, but you guys really have to see what this glitter shadow is like. It's just so amazing. Okay, so we're going to keep going. We're going to kind of keep glamming up. One of the things I'm going to try tonight too is using some eyeliner that so I want to kind of get my brows better and my eyeliner, because we want to glam this look up. And so I'm going to go into the shadow contour, and I'm going to kind of line my brows, because I want a really nicely defined line for my brows, since we're going to go for that kind of evening glam look. And I'm just going to kind of fill them in. If, again, for the actual event, I'll probably also use the brow wax to kind of fluff up my brows, but I'm not going to probably put that on tonight. I don't usually do it for an everyday look. When I'm just going to be at home and on Zoom, I don't always use the brow wax because, you know, everyday looks are a lot more casual. But I do always put a little bit of oak eyeshadow on my brows because my brows are completely blonde if I don't, and you can't see them at all. So I have those a little bit more defined. I could probably darken them even more. But I don't want this video to get terribly long. So I'm just going to kind of leave them there. They're a little bit more defined. Then we're going to go in with, to highlight kind of up there under the brow, I'm going to go in with that Sabrina color that we put all over my lid. And I'm just going to tap that in just right there at the arch of my eyebrow. And that just kind of highlights the arch a little bit more. I don't have a terribly big arch, so I need all the help I can get. But you guys, this eyeshadow look, I'm loving it. It's going to be hard to beat this one. It's going to be hard to beat. I do have a lot of fallout though. So now we're going to kind of, let's go ahead and touch up my face and then we'll do the eyeliner, I think. So I want to take out this fallout that I have going on here. That Rigoletto kind of got flaky under there. So we want to clean that up, and we're just going to do that by running this blend brush up under here where I have my brightening highlight. And I can always add a little touch of that, but honestly, I don't feel like I need any more brightening highlight. I just need to kind of smooth it out and even up that eye look here on the sides. So I don't really feel like I need a lot more. So okay, we are going to contour my nose, and we're going to use that blend brush again, and we're going to go in and contour along the side of the nose. I'm actually going to use that shadow contour for my nose. That's the same contour I used for my eyebrows. And I just like it's kind of a neutral tone for providing that shadow along my nose. I also like using olive for this. Something that's a little bit more neutral and not too dark. So I'm just running that down my nose and blending it in. So on a daily, I don't contour my nose, but I would for this gala. So this is one way I will amp up my makeup look from the daytime conference look to my nighttime glam. So I'm going to contour the nose. I'm going to put a little bit of my brightening highlight down my nose just to brighten it up again, and trying to make sure that my nose looks skinny. See how that just narrowed in my nose? So nice. Okay. All right. So then what I would probably do is I'd probably add back in a little bit more contour color. So for my contour, I used indigo. So I would probably go in and just touch up my contour a little bit. So I'm going to do that just with my finger. And again, we want a little bit more of a dramatic look. So I'm just going to deepen that a little bit so that my cheeks are going to really pop the night of that gala. People are going to think I just have the best cheekbones ever. So Okay, we're just going to kind of blend that in. Blend, blend, blend. I probably most definitely, well, it'll depend on how much my tan fades by September. I don't think it'll fade very much, so I'll probably definitely go with the Bella look as well and make sure I have some bronzer on. I am not self-tanning. I'm not going to do all that, so my gown will have, like, you'll be able to see where I wear my tank tops and stuff, but I'm not going to all that trouble. I'm just not. Self-tanners just don't work on me. Okay, so I kind of have that deepened up a little bit. I'm going to blend up here. I don't really think I need to add a lot of other product to my face. Like I just wanted to brighten up my cheekbones. I'm going to put on a little bit of different lip color. So, yeah. Okay, so for my lip and cheek, I'm going to go for a little bit more of a red, a little bit more of a glam look for the red, and a color that I don't use very often anymore. I did use black cherry the other day, so I'm not going to use that one again. Let's do I think what we're going to do is we're going to do some saffron. It's a red. It's really pretty. So let's do a little bit of saffron. Woo-hoo. Okay. So what I like to do to try to make the lips stay, because our lip colors aren't super long lasting unless you do a few things. So first of all, I like to start off with a satin color. So this saffron is one of our satins. And you're going to usually want to line your lip too. And to be honest with you, I didn't do that tonight. I'll probably do it another time. Again, I don't want this video to last forever. And we'll just do lips sometime. But start off with the satin color. Line your lips or contour your lips. I do find that our reds last a long time. So this saffron kind of acts as like a lip stain almost. It's really pretty. I love it. Okay, so there's the saffron. And because it's a satin, it's not going to have a lot of shimmer to it or a lot of shine to it. So I'm going to put another color over the top of it. So I think I'll go with that royal color, not royal, I keep wanting to say royal, ruby that I used earlier today. I already have it on my cheeks, so I'm going to use it on my lips too. And it really kind of matches the saffron or complements it really well. And then, but it adds a little bit more of that glossy look. And then I can also add a little bit more here to my cheek to kind of brighten it up. Because remember, we're talking nighttime glam. So we want some red, blushy cheeks, right? This would not be my everyday look, but I think it's going to work really well for a nighttime look. I don't know. I'm really interested in your guys' feedback. Okay. So many steps, so many things to do. Let's quickly go and do some illuminator. And for this, I think I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go with Starlet. just as a really soft but shimmery illuminator. And I'm just going to put that right in here. And I think it's going to add a really nice little pop of color for, again, that glam look. And Starlit is one of my favorite things now to put on my lips. Isn't that pretty? It just adds this really gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous shine to my lips. Love, love, love. Okay, there's that. Like I said, I didn't want this video to get so long. So I think we're just going to stop there. I'm not going to do line my eyes and everything. I think I'll save that for another night because we're getting close to 45, 50 minutes now. So I will do like a full show you some new eyelining techniques and some of those things another night as well. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. And if you've gotten this far, then the code word for watching it, if you watched it live, please put it in the comments that you watched live, or put in the code word if you're watching it either live or later. Put in the code word glitter. Just that. Hashtag glitter. That's all I need. But if you didn't watch to this far, then you don't know that. So make sure you put in hashtag glitter in the comments to get points for the eyeshadow giveaway. So, okay, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for helping me feel beautiful again today after kind of a rough week. And I will probably kind of recreate this look and do some better pictures another night when I don't have a little bit of a puffy cheek. But I will let you know in the comments what colors I used tonight. I'll try to get some good pictures of my eyes, but I don't guarantee anything. But anyway, this eye look is amazing. I love it, and I hope you did too. Have a great night. Bye.